Okay, why didn't you take the bus?
I didn't have no bus cards.
Huh?
I said I didn't have no bus cards.
Jesus Christ.
I
This probation violation hearing comes down to whether the defendant is actually doing anything to move his life forward. He's picked up new trouble, and when the judge starts asking basic questions about work, transportation, and responsibility, the excuses start piling up. Watch how Judge O'Donnell cuts through that and lays out where this road leads if nothing changes. My name is Dan. This is the Courtroom Files.
25-308, Kevin Burgess, violation of community control. First violation, failed to report April 9 and April 23. You understand that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Second, you were charged with improper handling of a firearm in a motor vehicle, obstructing official business, tampering with evidence by Cleveland PD, January 21, and you failed to report that contact to your probation officer. You understand that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Fatika.
Good morning, Your Honor. I discussed this matter with Mr. Burgess. I anticipate he's going to waive his final hearing, accept responsibility for his misconduct here. We'd like to resolve the violations this morning.
Hey, Bob, can you look in there and click out of that?
Sure can.
I can't get in here. Is that what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
What's your plea to these allegations?
Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. What exactly is the problem here?
The problem is, Your Honor, I honestly didn't have no ride. That's the honest truth.
You didn't have a ride.
I didn't
From
know-
where?
Cleveland.
Where?
136112 Gainesborough Avenue.
Where's that?
East Cleveland.
Okay. Why didn't you take the bus?
I didn't have no bus cards.
Huh?
I said I didn't have no bus cards.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't know the bus route out here.
Well, why didn't you find out?
The last time I took the bus route out here, I took the bus from here and I ended up at a bus stop and they said like I had to call for the bus to come. It was a Lake Train bus and I never knew that, so I was kind of stuck out here.
Why don't you find these things out? How old are you?
20.
Okay. When are you going to start taking care of yourself?
I'm starting to, Your Honor.
You're not doing too well.
I know.
Why not? Did you get your license yet?
No, I gotta pay the BMV $300.
Okay. What have you done to pay the BMV $300?
Right now, I haven't done nothing.
Why not?
I'm trying to find a job.
Well, what do you mean you're trying to find a job? You can't find a job?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
Where are you looking?
Recently, I've just been working with temp agencies like Minutemen, getting $100 a day. But I have a child in the way, so really that's just to get by my daily needs and provide for her. But I have been looking into getting like a union, like Local 55. And
For what?
Plumbing. I was looking into going to Mac Plumbing and Fire Suppression. They start off at $28 an hour.
Okay. What do you mean you're looking into it?
I gotta find an open spot. My father told me I should do welding, but you know I was talking to these people on the phone. They said all I gotta do is learn, pretty much learn. And
Okay,
after that,
you actually got to do something though.
yeah,
You got to get off your ass and do something, or else you're going to be stuck exactly where you are.
Yes, sir.
So when are you going to do? When are you going to start talking about doing something and actually doing something?
I have no choice. I have a child in the way. Can't play around anymore.
Okay, that doesn't answer the question. I said, when are you going to start doing something?
Now.
Now. Well, now you're not doing anything because you're wasting time in jail. How long have you been sitting in jail?
37 days.
What have you been doing for 37 days?
840 hours.
Huh?
I said walking back and forth, worried, scared.
Scared of what?
This day.
Huh?
My sentencing.
Why? Why are you scared?
I messed up.
I know you messed up. Why are you scared? Scared of what?
Consequences.
So what should the consequences be when you don't seem to care about this case or your obligations here?
I do care.
Well, you have a funny way of showing it, because you pick up new offenses. What's going on with your new offenses?
I caught a case in Cleveland.
Right.
I'm still fighting it right now though. In my
Okay.
pretrial phase,
How many pretrials you been to?
like 3 or 4.
When's the trial?
I still don't know. My lawyer hasn't said anything. My last lawyer from that case withdrew, so I ended up getting a new lawyer.
Who's your lawyer?
Kyle E. Comstone. My last lawyer was a female though.
When's your next hearing?
My last hearing was April 30th.
No, when's your next hearing?
I haven't heard from him, so I don't know.
You don't know.
My godmother's been talking to him, but I don't think he's responding to it. He just told her, last time I was in there, I told her to tell him that I was in here, and he told her to call her and let him know if I was still in here. And she called him and told him that, and I don't think he said anything else.
Dave, when's his next hearing?
He has a pretrial scheduled for June 25th, Judge.
How come we know that and you don't know that?
I haven't been on the phone with my godmother.
Who you been on the phone with?
Just my baby mother, and I recently talked to my father about my house, and I had some papers to sign for CMHA to get a house for me, my mother, my child, and my family to have a place to stay in my home.
You haven't been very successful in taking care of yourself so far, have you?
No, Your Honor.
How are you going to take care of a child?
I'm going to have to learn. But it's not nothing I'm new to. I've been taking care of my siblings all my life. I mean, I know, like I said, it's time to man up. I have to get a job and take care of my responsibilities. I have to get a driver's license to be able to drive to get back and forth to work.
Well, you have to stop talking about getting a job and you have to get a job.
It's been hard. I've been looking.
Well, my guess is you haven't been looking that hard because you'd be able to find one if you were. Okay. So my guess is you ain't been looking. I told you a year ago to get your license. You got out of jail June 27th of last year, and I told you to get a license. You tell me you owe $300, and it's now June 17th, and you haven't paid a dime. Why not?
I just haven't had the money to pay them.
Why haven't you had the money?
It's hard for me to get any money, Your Honor.
Okay. It's not hard to get the money if you have a job.
I know.
This is not a priority to you, is it?
It is.
It isn't. If it were a priority, you'd have your license. If you had your license, you'd be able to get here. Since you don't have your license, you tell me you can't get here, which is nonsense, because you can get here. If you looked into it, you'd be able to get here. But you didn't want to come here because you don't want to bother with your probation officer because it's an annoyance to you to have to come here and check in to report what you're doing. Now, the only reason you have to check in and report what you're doing is because you committed the crime. Now, you tell me, and Mr. Fatika tells me, that you want to take responsibility. Well, you haven't taken responsibility. Pleading guilty doesn't mean you're taking responsibility. Pleading guilty means you're pleading guilty. You have done everything you can to evade responsibility. You're not, at this point, the least bit responsible. Now, why am I to believe that you're suddenly going to become responsible? What evidence is there that tells me that you're suddenly going to become responsible?
I recently, like I said, I recently talked to my father, and he said that I have to sign some papers to get my own house and to have a house.
Why is your father finding this out for you instead of you?
I did find it out. I did it while I was outside, and then I came in here hoping that by the time I can get out and sign the papers. He called, I talked to him, and he said that the lady talked to him and told me that I could come and sign the papers now. I'm actually doing my best to be responsible and take care of myself. I know I can't play around because I have a child on the way. My baby's due December 3rd. I don't want to spend and lose my house and make her go through that by herself, sitting in here because I was acting silly and, like you said, not being responsible.
Do you understand that when you talk, and you tell me these things, do you understand that those are all empty words?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why are they empty words?
Because I have to show no progress.
Because you don't do what you say you're going to do. All you do is talk about what you're going to do. You don't actually do it. So, you know what that tells me? That tells me that you're 20 right now.
Yes, Your Honor.
That tells me that when you're 30, you're going to be sitting in a courtroom somewhere talking about what you have to do to get it together. And then when you're 40, you're going to be sitting in a courtroom somewhere talking about what you have to do to get it together. And you're going to be complaining that you're going to miss your child's high school graduation because you're in jail and you want to get out. That's what that tells me.
No, Your Honor.
So it's up to you if you want to change that.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you don't want to change it, then this will be your life. If you want to change it, this won't be your life.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you won't have to. If you want to change it, then you won't be committing any crime. You won't have to report to some pain in the ass PO twice a month and figure out how to get there. Okay? Do you enjoy being here right now?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Shouldn't your goal be to not come here anymore?
Yes, Your Honor. Completely.
Okay. And then inform me exactly who controls whether you have to come here anymore. Who controls that?
You, Your Honor.
No, I don't control anything. If I controlled anything, okay, then you would have done what I told you to do. I don't control anything you do.
Myself.
Yourself. Okay. Now, there is something I control. Okay. I can control where you reside for the next 18 months, right? That can be Lorraine Correctional. That's the only thing I control, is where you reside when I finally get sick of seeing you in here.
Yes, Your Honor.
So unless you like other people controlling your life, where you have to be, when you have to be there, what you have to do, unless you like that, okay, then you're going to get your shit together and control your own life.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, it's not like I overloaded you with conditions, right?
No, Your Honor.
Do you remember what the conditions were?
I had to take care of my warrants, get my driver's license, and maintain employment.
Right. And not do any drugs or alcohol.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did I overload you with these onerous conditions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, then why don't you do them?
I mean, I don't do any drugs or do any alcohol. I haven't urine dirty. I'm trying to keep a job. I've been going to minute and keep
Okay,
a job.
work harder.
Yes, Your Honor. And
My guess is if you put forth the effort, you can keep a job. And if you put forth the effort, then you're going to get a good job and be able to keep a good job. But it's not up to your father or anybody else to find a job for you. It's up to you to get off your ass and do what you're supposed to do. So you bought yourself another year of community control. I'm going to extend you to June 27th of 28. 37 days in jail with credit for 37. In the same terms I told you to do a year ago, you have to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you don't do it again, then don't come back here and tell me you're taking responsibility, okay? If you don't do it again, then you will reside at Lorraine Correctional for 18 months.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Fatigue, anything further?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
All rise.
You know, there's a difference between having obstacles and using obstacles as a way to avoid responsibility. I think the judge clearly felt this defendant was on the wrong side of that line, but I am curious to know how you see it, so take a moment and let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, check out one of the two that are on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching.